I'm here today with Diane Sweeney, who has written 3 books on student-centered coaching. Welcome, Diane.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. So you've been described as a trailblazer in the student-centered coaching movement, and we know that that puts students' needs front and center. My question for you is, what inspired this shift, do you think, and what challenges do schools typically face when they're making this transition?
Oh, those are great questions. For me, I started as a coach in Denver, and I was really focused on trying to help teachers learn how to teach. And I was hitting roadblocks because it alienated them. It made them feel like I was the judger and I was just critiquing their teaching. And one time I had an interesting conversation with a friend who was a district leader in Denver Public Schools, and she said, I was telling her all the things I was doing as a coach and all the ways I was trying to support teachers, and she looked at me and she said, what about the kids? And I kind of felt like I got punched in the stomach, because I was like, kids? I was just thinking about the adults. And so then I started thinking, that question needs to drive everything I do, because we're here for kids, not just for the adults. And so I went into all the practices I've been using as I was a literacy coach at the time, and I started asking that question, what about the kids? And I shifted my practice and found that when I used student evidence to ground coaching conversations, when I was a partner in the classroom instead of an observer or a modeler, I found that felt much better to the teacher. Then the research came out around visible learning and the importance of learning targets and success criteria and clarity on teaching and clarity on what we want students to know and do. And all of that folds right into student-centered coaching. So that shift was really toward, we can impact teaching too, but we do it while also paying close attention to learning. So those two things work together. And that's